Hi, this is Jenny Naslund. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you around Google Drive. And we're going to go through some of the big things that we think it's really important for everyone to understand and know when they're utilizing Google Drive. So first off, I went ahead and logged in through Google and I clicked on Drive here and it opened me up to this page. And we're going to start by talking about folders. So Google Drive, when you start getting lots and lots of things in here, it's really important to be organized and to have kind of a folder structure to help you organize your materials that you create and get from other people. So to create a new folder, you'll just click on New, and then you'll click on Folder, and then you can create a folder. I'm just going to name mine Math 2. I already have a bunch of math folders, but I want to make sure I can find it. You can name them by subject, you can name them by year, but you want to kind of think about what you want to name your folders as you start creating them. So I'm going to go ahead and create that folder. Once I've done that, you can also create folders within folders. So maybe I created a math folder, but I know that I also, maybe I want to put my fact tests in here. So I'm going to say fact tests. A lot of times using multiple folders within folders really can help you stay organized. So you can do as many folders as you want within a folder. You can also move files into folders. So let's say I have some things saved that aren't in folders, and I know I have a lot of those. I need to be working on organizing mine as well. But let's say that this was a math document that I wanted to move over. So all I have to do is I can do a right click or a two-finger click. I'm on a Mac, and I am going to say Move To, and then it'll allow you to choose which folder that you want to move it to. So I can move it to that Math 2 folder that I created. I can open it. I can actually select another folder if I want. I could even create a new folder if I wanted to create a new folder for it to go in there. So I'm going to click and Move here. It'll move it into that folder. And I can start star documents in folders. So for example, let's say that there's something that's super important that I know that I want to remember to come back to, or maybe that folder is super important. If I do a right click on it, I can add to starred. And then if you see here, I've got a starred folder. So if I click here, it'll actually let me bring up all the things that I have starred. So that's a really good way to find things really quick if you need to. And you can do that for documents too. It doesn't have to be just folders. You can do that to any document as well. You can also upload files into your folders right from your desktop. So let's say, and you can do it either way. You can either upload it into your general drive and then move it into a folder, or if you know where you want to put it, you can open up the folder and you can upload it right into the folder you want. So I'm going to say New, and I can either upload a file or I can upload a whole folder, either one. I'm just going to do a file this time. So I click on it and it'll show you your desktop, and you can go ahead and pick something that you want to upload in there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do an image here. I'm going to say Open, and then it'll just take a second. It'll upload, and then all of a sudden it'll be in your drive and nice and organized. Other things that you can do, you can open and preview and delete things. All are options as you look at different files that come up. So let's say I'm looking at this PDF here. If I do my right click on it, I can preview it, which would just bring it up really quick for me to just look at it and see it. I can come in here and I can rename things if I want to rename them, but I can also come down here, I can remove them, which would delete it as well. And then if I just want to open it, I just do a double click on what I'm looking at, and it will open up and I can edit it if it's a Google Doc or slides. If it's a PDF, you'll just get to see it. So that's how you can open, preview, and delete files. The last section we're going to talk about is how to share things with your colleagues and with families, things that you create. So if I go back to my folder that I created here, there it is. Let's say I want to share this whole folder with someone. I can do a right click again, and I can go to share. And with share here, I can go in and there's a couple different options here for sharing once it opens. I can type in the person that I want to share it with and click on it. And then I can, give a little message here. Oops, there we go. And I can make them the editor, meaning that they can edit the things that they see in this folder. They can view it or they can comment on it. So I can give them different options there. And then I could send it. It would actually send them an email, and then they would be able to look at that whole folder, everything in there. I can click here too, and editors can change permissions and share. You can do that if you'd like. Other thing that you can do, if we look at like a document versus a folder, if we go in here, we pick something that I want to share. If I go to share, I get the same options as well. I could share here, but I can also get a link. So if I click here, it says share with the Westonka Public Schools. So right now, only people from Westonka Public Schools could open this link. So if I wanted to share this with like families or people out of Westonka, I would say to anyone with the link. And then now anyone with the link would be able to open it. So then I could copy this link. I could embed it in an email or something, a presentation that I was sharing with others, and then anyone with the link would be able to open it, not just people from Westonka. So that's a good way to share things as well too, is by sharing it with the link as well. So this concludes our tutorial, our basic overview of Google Drive. There's many, many things to learn in Google Drive, but this kind of completes the basics of the things that we really felt that our teachers needed to know.